The reason why I went to Kevin's house because when I was going to get the thing, I asked him yesterday, do they want to call me to the place? So I was going to pick them up.
You was going to pick who up?
Kevin and Lester to call me to get the patch.
Yeah, but you never told that to your mother. You were wrong. You made a total detour from what you were supposed to be doing, son. You were 100% wrong. Okay. Okay. Didn't have a lot of time to prepare for this. I feel like I should have prepared a little more. Let me see how you look. You look good. You look good. You look handsome. You're gonna have to move over a little this way because this device is recording. Give me a sec. Let me just fix this. Cody, can you stop? Alright, so you're gonna have to move in a little bit. We're live. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible. I don't want to snitch on myself. I called my attorney before making this call. His secretary got back to me, and I waited another 20 minutes, and he finally got back to me. And he said to make sure of a few things that I make sure to say. So I just want to let you know I have consulted with an attorney, and I'm not looking to kind of snitch on myself. But today started with Cody leaving the house, jumping on his bike, and heading to what his mother believed was to go buy this pouch. It's like a fanny pack. He wanted a fanny pack. He wants to get away from having the book bag so much because, you know, we keep him equipped with GPS. Him and his sister, they have GPSs on them, so we know where they're at all times. But we have a different way of parenting, and our parenting is where we allow our children to be a lot more freer than most would think is cool. So Cody comes home hysterical, wakes me out of the bed. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? What's going on? I had to tell his mother, calm down. Make sure this phone is plugged up too. I don't want to lose power on this phone. Yeah, please be in charge of that right now. So I'm waking out. I'm woken out of my sleep. I'm like, Mom, calm down. Cody, I'm like, did somebody take that bike from you? Were you robbed from this bike? And he says no, that he left it at Kevin and Lester's in front of their house. And I go right to Mom, and I'm like, where's his sister? Why wasn't he riding with his sister? Right away, you know, the rules are he has to ride with his sister. And when he meets up with Kevin and, what is it, Kevin and Lester? He meets up with Kevin and Lester, they can, you know, they become like a 4-pack. And they're riding, and they're having a good life. There's a park that they spend 95% of that time. And then there's a time where they maybe go, you know, where either have we can get a pizza delivered to the park, or they can go pick it up, or, you know, so we're doing different kind of parenting where our kids are a lot more freer than most kids in America. And there are a few other parents like that. This is why our children have Lester and Kevin are like really, really good friends. Like they're like a team, you know. And my kids are so my son snubbed his sister today, went off the grid from where he was supposed to go and met up with the brothers, but he went to the brothers' home. And what happened was he left the home. Oh, he went into their home and he left his bike outside. And I'm going to show you the video now of what happened.
We have it on camera because when I went in the house, there's a camera outside, and we caught it all on camera, everything. So we're about to show it to you now.
Okay. Let me see. Okay.
And that's my bike. And they left.
Okay, let's watch that one more time. So the bike is up against the wall. The guy, we just got new brakes yesterday. I spent $75 on new brakes for this dang bike. New cables, new brakes.
And the first thing he goes for is to see if the wheels or have air, and then he tests out the brakes, and then he leaves.
Yeah. So my son, by the way, has been told never leave your bike outside, not even the store. To make sure you have your bike in your possession, you don't even leave it in the store. So this is what I now am so upset. Mind you, we didn't get this video until an hour after, because what happened was right away, come this way, son. Right away, I told my son, I said, you go right now with Kevin and Lester and you find that bike. And he was just like, what am I supposed to do? I says, find your bike and don't play with me. I jump in the car with his sister. And now I'm in the car driving all over what maybe I'm thinking I'll be able to find this bike. Because the bike has mag wheels and it's like a BMX bike, but it's not a very expensive one. It's a mongoose bike. I did the video when I was prepping for my kids. It was like Let Daddy Sleep video. It's an old video back in the 700s of the vlog series. Or when the pandemic first started is when I got them their bikes. So now I told Cody, I jump in the car with his sister. Now we're driving all through Washington Heights from 196th Street all the way to 155th. I'm up and down all around. Up and down every block. I did a total grid. And I'm teaching my son and his friends how to do a grid, how to snake up and down the blocks, not to just drive down the avenues, and you have to drive slow and you have to look in the alleys. So now I say, wait a minute, doesn't that building have cameras? So that's the video I just showed you. So after getting the video, the cameras, we got the bike back within the next hour.
You want me to tell you how we got it?
Yes, this is your part, son. Please. And take your time, take a deep breath, and just, speak.
So how we got it was because when we was back at the house, and then when my dad said go check the cameras, we came back because the super wasn't there. So we came back, and then my dad said go over there and stay over there and see if you see the guy walking past.
Yes.
So then we went back over there.
Wait, slow down. The super did what?
The super wasn't there, so we came back to the house.
Yes, and you came back to me, and I was like, why are you here with me? And they had their lunch. And I was like, Kevin and Lester had their lunch because their father made lunch for them. I said, no. You need to be over there on that block, making sure you see this guy come back. Because we had gotten the video from the super. Go ahead.
And then...
They emailed it to mom or something like that.
Yeah, and then, and then I went to go get my pizza. Wait, no, that was before the pizza, sorry. And then when I got here, because I walked, and then we went to his block.
Oh no, let me say this. You took your sister's bike, so Kevin, Lester, and you are now doing grids looking for your bike.
Yeah.
I give you the idea to find the camera system. You get it from the super. The super then emails mom the video. Now you are in that area because I told you not to be here at the house. You need to be over there where the bike was taken. That we're gonna get like a flyer or something made. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And now go ahead.
And then we went to their house, and then we So we went to their house, and then 5 minutes, we was gonna walk around the block and see, and then there was just all this garbage on the street. So then they walked right past us. The guy, one of his friends, and then Kevin, my friend, he went like this. That's him. That's the guy. I went like this. That really is. He said yes, the shaved head and the jersey on. And in this video, you can see the guy. And in this video, you can see the guy. You see the guy with the jersey?
Yeah, the guy with the jersey.
The guy with the jersey who's looking? Him. Okay.
So the guy on the bikes, they didn't see.
Yeah, we just saw the guy in the jersey.
One of his friends sees this guy with it's a Jets jersey. And it's hard to see it from this angle, but that's a Jets jersey the guy is wearing. And he had a shaved head.
Yeah, and then I said, hey, I know you stole my bike with your friend. Where's my bike? I have it all on camera if you lie too. And then he said, I know where your bike is. It's on 171st, but give me a second. I'll go get it for you. And then that's when he walks in a bike shop and we follow him. And I told Madison to go to the phone line. If you know what this is, it's a local thing that's on the street where you can call people, call 911 and do all this and do that and do this and do that.
Yeah, little kiosks.
Yeah.
All over New York, there are these tons of kiosks where you're allowed to make a 1-minute call.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll let you make a 4-minute call, depending, I'm sure, how juicy your conversation is. Because one time he called me from that, I'm like, dude, you're on the phone 6 minutes. They're obviously listening to every word you're saying. But anyway, go ahead.
And then,
So you instruct your sister. So you see the guy in the jersey.
And I say, Madison, go to the phone line now. I'll catch up. And then he goes in the bike shop, and then she took like 10 minutes. So it was, no, not it felt like 10 minutes. She only took like 5 minutes.
No, she took like a minute, son. Not even. She
and
got
then,
the owner's phone.
So then and then I told her to go to the phone line, and I got the owner's phone because she took too long. Because I thought he was gonna leave really quick, and then I called my dad, and he came up so fast. Oh, so you was
watching the guy.
Yeah. So.
You was watching him, and while Madison went to the kiosk to call mom or myself.
I was watching.
Oh, I didn't know this. I didn't know this. So now what happens is
she took a little too long, so I told the guy, hey, that guy in there, he stole my bike. Can I yeah, and he said he did. I thought he was trying to buy a BMX bike in the store. I said, yeah, but can I use your phone to call my dad because my sister's taking a little too long. So then he said, okay, and I put in the number and I called you and you came right away.
Yeah, there's a place where a lot of the heroin addicts go. So I had parked my car and was deep down in these ramped areas looking off of the bike. I made my way back to the car, and as soon as I got in the car, Cody gives me a call. And I was just like, yo, what happened? And he was just like, I see the guy. I'm on 174th. He never said that he was at a bike shop, though. Never gave me that information. He just said I'm on 174th. So originally, when I'm thinking 174th, I'm thinking he's at one of those kiosks. So I'm driving straight to 174th to the kiosk, and I look to my right, and I see Cody standing outside of a bike shop. So when I get out of the car, I left the car like double parked in between the two crosswalks, one going this way, one going that way. I'm like right here in between that. So I didn't make the right turn. I stopped because I didn't know what was going on. So Cody runs to me and says, that's the guy. That's the guy. And I'm like, all right, calm down. So I go into the store and I look at the guy and I say, excuse me, can you turn around? Let me see the front of your shirt. And I look and it says Jets. And I was like, we got to talk, man. Let's go outside because we're going to talk about where my son's bike is. So he says, yo, I ain't steal no bike. And I was just like, he said, I didn't steal the bike. And I was just like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And then all the kids, there's like 5 of them there. You know, Lester, all of them. They're like, it's not a bike, it's not here. Everybody's like screaming. You know, yes, you did. You stole the bike. Hey, throw the bike, throw the bike. So then the guy looks at me and he goes like this. He says, nah, I didn't steal the bike, but I know where the bike is. And I was just like, well, let's go get the bike. And he's like, yeah, but hold up a minute. Hold up, hold up. And now he started like flexing a little bit. Like, yo. And now he backs up to go into the store. And then he kind of lunges at me in an aggressive way, like on some old, yo, I ain't steal no bike, but I could get it whenever I get it kind of an attitude. And he came a little bit forward, and that's when I hit him in the jaw. Bam! Rocked him something crazy. And then he was with another guy, so then I hit the other guy in the chest, and I say, what are we doing? He was like, nah. He didn't want any of the smoke at this point. Now he's like, whoa, I'ma get it. I said, well, let's go right now. We're gonna go get your bike right now. Get the bike right now. So now I'm walking down the whole, I walk down the block from one Ave to the next Ave, and then 2 more blocks to the left. And this guy, as we're walking, he says to me that don't nobody want no $95 Walmart bike anyway. That I don't need this. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the one that took it. I'm just letting the guy who took it, he asked me if I hold it for him. And I said, yo, dude, you don't take no responsibility for yourself. And now he's with his boy. They both walking with me. Mind you, Lester and Kevin's father, he's caught up to me, and now he's walking with me and the 2 guys, not even knowing that Cody is my son, because we haven't even met yet, because my wifey and his wife are cool, and they do all the texting, and they meet up at the park, and everybody is talking, and I'm running around, you know, doing what I'm doing. And so I never met Lester and Kevin's father. My kids like best friends for the summer. And he now is walking with me, unbeknownst to him that I'm even Cody's dad. So now this guy pulls out a key ring, a whole bunch of keys. He puts it in one of the on the side of the building. There's like an entranceway where the garbage maybe goes through a long alley. So this guy needed to unlock this door just to get me past. Mind you, my car is still up the block. I hand Cody the keys and said, stay with the car when I went with the guys to go get the bike. I said, stay with the car. So the car is still there in the streets and all the kids. Lester and Kevin's dad is telling his kids, get your ass up the block. Turn around. Don't follow me. So now we're both walking with the 2 guys. The 2 guys didn't know that Lester and his dad, we didn't know each other. But here's the thing. He did it smart. He never followed me into the alley. When I was with those kids, I went to the alley, but I'm smart. I brought my non-lethal with me. So I'm walking with this. So I have this in my left hand, and we're walking to get my bike. So the whole time I'm holding this in my hand. We get through the building. Now there's another door he has another key for. He unlocks that key, which opens up to the building's storage units. So the bottom of the building, all storage units. And now the guy says to me, first he said to me that he didn't, that $95 Walmart bike, that's what he told me. So he was at like strike 2 right there. So now we get in the spot, and now him and his boy is feeling themselves. I'm alone in their turf, down the alley to the right, inside of a storage unit, inside of a room that led to a storage unit. So now my spidey senses are tingling all over. And I'm telling the dude, I says, you know, how would your mother feel if she found out that you are using storage units to hold stolen property? I wonder, will her lease be in jeopardy if they was to find that out? And he was just like, nah, I ain't worried about that, yo. I was just holding this for a friend. Yo, you overreacted. I was just holding this for a friend. Don't nobody want this cheap ass bike. You know, this is a Walmart bike. Don't nobody want this bike. So he opens up the cap. He opens up his personal shed. Opens up the shed and then proceeds to get aggressive with me by like kind of giving me the bike. Like, hey, don't nobody want this shit anyway. You know, this is the part where I'm not trying to snitch on myself. Let me just put it like this. You have to be very careful with who you associate with. And I hope my son learned this lesson today. I really hope that my son learned that the people that you hang with can get you in a lot of trouble. Okay? Because we got a guy who is on camera being part of stealing the bike, but never actually took the bike on camera. What he did was he took the responsibility of holding that bike. He decided that, yo, all right, you the one who stole the bike, but I'll be the one to take the responsibility for holding your stolen property. But he wouldn't take the responsibility and say, man, I'm sorry, mister. I was wrong. I shouldn't have did this. But what he want to do is he want to talk about how letting me know he Googled that bike. But that bike I paid $159 for. And I've upgraded the brakes 2 times. I've put new grips on that bike at least 1 time. So we're talking about the bike is now that $179 bike or $59 bike. I've spent just the other day on the brakes $70-something. So it was a Walmart bike, and you only know this because you Googled it to see how much you got to sell it for. I bet you could get $50 for it. But what he got instead was a lesson, and that is, especially his friend. His friend that rode with him, that I had to, like, you know, check him in the store and get aggressive and push him away and let him know, like, yo, both of y'all can get it right now unless I find this bike. Is that, be careful, son. I love you. And I'm not mad at you. But you need to understand that your friends could get you really hurt. Because that guy who walked with his friend to go get that bike had a very rough few hours.
But hanging with the wrong people.
He was hanging with the wrong guy. So when I see these certain guys that you know, I'm like, son, I don't want to see you hanging with that person. Because it's not that you're going to do something, but your friend could do something, and then he's going to get the wrath of the father. Do you understand? What am I saying? Please tell me what I'm saying. I love you.
I'm saying that hang with the wrong people. Don't hang with the wrong people, because you might think you're safe, but you don't know something about that person, like how he was a thief, and he probably didn't know he was a thief, and but when you know you're hanging with the wrong people, you're like, oh, I shouldn't hang with this person because they do that, but you might not get in trouble. It's that later on you're gonna get in trouble, because you're gonna find out that they're really trouble, so you don't want to hang out with those people.
Okay, let me spell it out for you. The guy who I caught in the jaw, and the guy that I punched in the chest, that happened because one guy was hanging with the guy who stole the bike, and the other guy was hanging out with the guy that was hanging out with the guy that stole the bike. And then they walked me to an alley, and they hand me the bike, and they giving me attitude, and they telling me how my bike only costs so much money, and that they want to get aggressive and, like, you know, try to, like, buck up on me.
Both of them?
As far as me and my lawyer discussed, yes. Because there's no way I would have emptied a whole can of bear spray in that little environment on these guys, unless I felt threatened. And I felt very threatened. I felt like they were going to attack me with that bike, and I was forced to defend myself. But what happened was they learned a very valuable lesson. I bet you that guy that he stole the bike, what do you think you're going to say to him when he calls him and say, yo, man, I just got bear sprayed and punched in the jaw for holding his bike for you, bruh. And then the other guy is gonna be like, man, I just got punched in the chest and bear spray just for hanging with you. Just for hanging with him, he got bear sprayed.
That sucks.
So you could just be hanging with somebody, not involved in what they do, and get it. You could just be with somebody that did something the night before and get it. Because you're just with the wrong person, son. That's why you gotta hang around people that think like you to some degree, that offer you something. If you're not getting something out of a friendship, then you don't need the friendship. If you're just laughing and joking and ha ha ha, that's not enough. Are your glasses broken on that side? Let me see those. You should, first of all, you can't take them off like that. But these look like they're cracked right here, dude. Oh no. You scared me, man. And those were not the glasses he was riding his bike on. No. Those are like this, all crooked. I said, take those off. Put these on. I'm sorry, I have to digress on that. I just, this kid, his glasses cost nothing less than $500 to $600, and I can't get 2 of them a year. I can get 1 every year, and that's in the budget. That's it. So I want my son to learn that just by associating with a person, you can get jammed up. What are you doing?
Because my seat
cold?
is really hot.
Your seat is hot? The heated seat is on. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. And my hands is cold, so I just put it under there.
All right, so look, come closer. Come this way. Come this way. Come this way. Come here. 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 I love you so much.
I love you too, Daddy.
My boy.
Thank you, Daddy.
I love you. So yes, I did feel very threatened in that small environment. In those kids, when I say kids, these are young men. We're talking about 20 years old, 22 years old, 23 years old, like that. And there was 2 of them, and it was only me. So they got it. But let me tell you, it was non-lethal.
Someone said the bike doesn't matter if it's cost free.
He's gonna think I'm ignoring him. Anyway, you got something right there. Wipe this. Go like that. The other side. You're not getting it. Don't worry. Come here. Come on. Come on. So, do you get it? Do you get what I'm saying to you, buddy?
Yes.
All right. You can't. And do you understand that you left your bike there for somebody to just take? You get that, right?
Yes.
You get that you're not listening to your father when you do stuff like that, right?
Yes.
Love you. All right. Let me see if I'm gonna answer a few of these things here before I have to run. Oh, and I missed my dentist appointment because of this. And it took forever to get an appointment. Salute Big Chef. That's Brandon. Hey, Brandon. Aha, Yards. And the board TV and Tasha. No nonsense. Oh my God, he's so handsome. Love his hair. Yeah, I gotta finish cutting his hair. This is only half the cut. I didn't do the other. I don't like the clippers that I have. They kind of like looked a little rusty, and I put some oil on it, and I didn't like the way it was cutting, so I kind of stopped. So we're gonna go with a whole nother style. What's happening? That's Brandon. All right, he steals. They steal anything in New York. I mean, seriously. I mean, he was in the building 2 minutes.
Just 2 minutes.
Where is your super chat, Big? Oh, I don't have the super chat yet. It's the way they set it up. It's like I have to it's like an honor to at least get to the super chat part of your day, and YouTube is not. I'm not there yet. What was left there for anyone to take? It was left there for anyone to take. It's true. Claudia said that. My parents would have been livid with me. Oh yes.
What does that mean?
Livid means upset, really pissed off. It's not the thief's fault. Kids will be kids. Can't leave anything around. Can't hear him. They couldn't hear you when you were speaking, son. I'm in the Heights right now. Post a pitch of the bike so I know what it looks like. We got the bike back. Even an
forgot to
upset
tell
parent
that
helps his
part.
son get his bike back. You're a good father, and I applaud you and your mom. Applaud you and mom. I don't think he'll ever leave his bike again. Seriously, that's what Hernandez. Even an upset parent helps his son get his bike back. You are a good father, and I applaud you and mom. I don't think he'll ever leave his bike again.
I won't.
Seriously, you won't, right, son?
I'm gonna carry a lot.
Be very careful. Smart kid. Yeah, he's smart. You know, my son is one of the smartest kids in all of the United States of America, at least in the Northeast. He scored like the highest. He's like up there with the Asian kids.
Asians are smart.
Yeah, Asians are smart. You're up there with the Asian kids. This is no exaggeration. They have classes like that where he's like, he scores above with the whites, almost with the Asians. It's hilarious. He's like one of the smartest kids. You should see the way he plays ball, the way he rides bike. He's very athletic. And his fashion sense is crazy. Can you sit right, please? Come on, let's not lose focus. He's still 9 years old, though. You see that?
9.
I'm reading, guys. Oh, but they did laugh him right on. Rob Lowe, what up, buddy? Elvis has found the what?
Layer.
Elvis is pretty smart. Love the story. Fatherly love. You gave him the business. Elvis put hands. Yeah, man. Careful, yo. Elvis put hands, feet, and toes in the man. No, I didn't go hand, feet, and toes. It was just a real quick, like, you know, just something just to get, like, you know, to get their alert. You know, like a chin check, but without hitting them in the chin. Where I was very strategic. Bang. You know, just to let them know, like, this is really gonna. I've escalated it to the point where you ain't gonna buck at me. You're not gonna get tough for me. It's gonna get handled right away.
Did you hit him really, really hard?
No, I hit him hard enough to check him, where he knew this was serious.
That
Elvis,
did you hit with your ring
to
on?
justify the cost of the bike. The point is, he shouldn't. Yes, I'm sorry. You know, you're right. You know, I'm just a person. I'm only human. I felt the need to do that, but I shouldn't have. The further adventures of hand.
Did you punch with the ring on, Daddy?
No, son, stop. I'm reading. Love you. Stop. Beverly Smith, all the hearts. Thank you, love. Let me find out. Benjamin. Oh, what's up? That's my brother right there. What's up, buddy? How you feel, man? Have you donated yet? Because I know you're getting those checks. I know you're getting those checks. And have you donated to my PayPal yet? Come on. This is my brother over there. He hasn't asked me for any money in a month because he's getting his checks. And has not hit my PayPal. What's wrong with that kid? Come on. Everybody can get it. You know I'm from Detroit Terrain School. Come on. Oh, sweet. They could have had a gun. No, seriously, they could have had a gun. It could have got ugly in there. They could have reached for something, man. Lessons learned. Good job, Big Elvis. Who is that? Damon McCullen? The New Jersey realtor. Yeah, I think I saw some stuff with you. Some good stuff. Who stole his bike? Who stole his bike?
I'll show the video again.
Yeah, show the video again. Checking the tires. Checking the brakes.
And the guy that he punches is this guy.
All right. Chill. Don't incriminate me too much now, Cody. Come on.
If there's two guys, I don't think they know which guy.
Wait, lift it up, dude. It's falling. Clean that booger out my eye.
Okay.
You are appreciated. If you've gotten any value out of this, like I just told my brother, who I know for a fact has gotten his checks. They're coming in from the city. I haven't seen a $25, $50, $100, nothing to my Cash App. And that's Elvis Rosenberg. And that's $Elvis Rosenberg. Spelled exactly the way it is on the channel. And also you can Venmo me, and that is at Elvis dash Rosenberg. Simple, easy, peasy. You are appreciated. Cody, you have the last word.
Boom.